Can we just I've never felt like waiting for my room to fill up more. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? I can't sing for my life. Oh Lord. Started off right, I could see it in your eyes. I'm gonna get struck because I'm such a good singer. I'm such a good singer that they're gonna think, is that Khalid or is that Makeup Mobster? I can't tell. I cannot tell the difference. Just kidding. Hey, sweetie pie. Whoa, baby blues. Baby blues. Morning, peekaboo. Peekaboo. Hummingbird in the house. Stephanie Lee, Ruth Walton, sweetie pie. Hold on, I gotta go back up because I'm missing people. I think I got you all. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Sharon. Sharon Stone. Fuck. I just screwed my monetization up. How do you like that? Do it all the time. 7. Oh man, that's early, baby blues. Baby blues. I wouldn't be up that early. What up, Blama? Blama reminds me of like a Jamaican, like Blama. Some kind of blood clot. Something like that. What the blood clot? We smoke pot. Live chat reminder. Thank you, Hummingbird. I'm going to go put my live chat up. Hold on. Let me go do that. Penthouse room. All right, Snoop, why don't you just stop worrying about what I'm doing and finish eating, okay? Thanks. Your channel. Hold on, guys. I can't see you. I'm popping up my chat. I've never felt like your channel. Before. Hold on, guys. I apologize if I'm moving too far. My son loves that song. Every morning on the way to camp. Mommy, can you play that song? Mommy, can you play that song? I'm like a goddamn driving DJ. It's like, chicka, 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 chicka. Sure, Jesse. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Let me just take your requests. I'm taking a request. On the hotline over here, busting for you. What up, Laura? So check this shit out. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Hold on a second. I knew that bringing up a certain stalker's name was going to like resurrect her from the dead, which is whatever. I know she was lurking in the shadows, you know, like the little creepy bitch that she is. So I knew that was gonna happen. And sure enough, yesterday, 3 videos popped up. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Little jealous little stalker bitch is back on her game. So, hey, Vicky, Val, Jenny, Carol, Jennifer, Ruth, Carol, Hummingbird. I said hi to Tiffany. I was going to take a ride to IKEA today, but I think I might do that. No, I still might go. But anyway, yeah. So we got a little stalker bitch back. And she's making her little, you know, videos again. Little stalker bitch. So yesterday she makes a video. It says that Makeup Mobster can't wait for her grandmother to die. Now, you're a sick fuck for saying something like that. I think everybody that was in my chat that day understood what I was trying to say. I obviously do not want my grandmother to die. That would be absolutely horrible. But, you know, at the same time, she's suffering right now. Like she's in she's in the later stages of Alzheimer's, right? And that's a horrible, horrible condition to have. It's not a way of life. It's not fun. Your quality of life is gone basically because you can't remember anything. It's like, if you really think about it, right? What is life without memories? What is life without knowing things? Our brains are the whole key to our existence. And when that goes, everything else goes. So yeah, she made 3 videos, Hummingbird. She's a little stalker. So she puts this video out and I don't watch her videos normally, but I watch this one. So let me watch this. So she's taking what I said the other day when I was talking about my aunt, and I said that it came out wrong because people do say the wrong thing sometimes and fuck up their words. It happens, especially when you're live. I didn't mean I can't wait till my grandmother dies. That's not what I meant to say, but which I corrected myself. That's not what I meant. Of course, I don't want my grandmother to die. I don't. But, a fact of life is that nobody here could live forever, unfortunately. And my grandmother's had a very long and very beautiful life, and she's blessed to have lived 94 years here, but of course I would love to keep her here forever. I would have loved to keep my mom and dad here forever too, but unfortunately God had other plans in the works for my family, but what I was trying to say is that when they lose their parent, and I'm not wishing bad things on my family, maybe they'll understand what it feels like to lose your parent. It's like you can never prepare yourself for it. Doesn't matter how old they are. But I did bring up the fact too that my mom was extremely young when she died. My grandmother has 8 great-grandchildren, 8 great-great-grandchildren. So she got to see 8 of them. My mom only got to see, Jesse, my son, turn 3, and then, her granddaughter that she hardly saw, my brother's kid, that, she was, I think, 1. So maybe 1.5. But of course, this sick, twisted bitch has to take that and turn it into something that it's not. Because I don't wish death on people. That's disgusting. But that was one video. And the other video that I found really entertaining was the one where she's like, oh, makeup mobster sent herself that tongue. She sent herself that tongue. Now, why the fuck would I do such a thing? Like, first of all, let me ask this. When was I ever known to do shit like that? To do anything like that for attention? I do a pretty good job getting subscribers by like just bullshitting, like talking about life. I don't really need to have all these like little extra things going on. Second of all, if I sent it to myself, why did I sit on it for fucking 2 entire months before I showed anybody, or however long it was? So it just doesn't even make any sense. This girl's such a fucking idiot. It's not even funny, and I feel sorry for her for being that fucking stupid. I really do. Yeah. Laura had a theory. Laura had a good theory going. If I didn't know, because obviously, and I don't hide this, okay? I fucking researched the shit out of this bitch. Yes, I did. 100% proudly, I did. I fucking looked up her whole entire life. Everything I could find, okay? Because she's stalking me. So I kind of have a right to do that, right? Have a little bit of a right to do that. She's crossed the line with me, and I don't usually let people cross the line like that with me, but there's a reason. I won't get into that. But Jenny, what tongue? I was sent a tongue, and I'm going to prove to you guys, because she's like, No, there's no way. There's no way the post office would ever let that go through. Because, you know, she's an expert at the fucking post office, this asshole. But I'm going to show you guys. I sent this to Ems. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I sent her. So give me a moment here to pull this up. Because there's other assholes, from what I hear, saying the same thing. Saying that I sent it to myself. Because, and you know what? All that does is make those people look guilty. That's all that does for me. So, Jenny, I was sent back in May, I believe it was. I was sent a tongue in the mail, a severed rubber tongue. So, they're like, how did Make a Mobster know that the envelope's 10 years old? Well, there was a little website on the corner of the envelope, and I went to the website and I went to their customer support, and I can show you guys that too if you really need to see it. I wrote to the manufacturer and asked them if they knew where this envelope came from, because the U.S. Postal Service, what they do is they contract out companies to make things for them. And those things could have been, for instance, my thought, because I couldn't find out anything else, my thought was, I'm a good detective. When I want to find shit out, I find it out. I'll find everything out. But my thought was that, perhaps this envelope was sold at a certain time, or maybe only in a certain part of the country, or maybe in another country. I wanted to find out the roots of the envelope, just like I did with the box that it came in. I researched the box and found out that it was sold at Hobby Lobby in like 2017. Hey, Val. So we're talking about the stalker, Stalky McStalkerson. So let me show you guys what I sent here, because this pretty much proves that, hold on a second. Let me just send myself these things. Oh, shit. You know what? Hold on. So, who the hell's calling my house phone right now? Can we just stalk? Can we just stalk? Christina is a fucking stalker. She's never stalked like this before. She apologizes if she's going too far. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just, okay. There we go. Let me send myself these. I want to show you guys a little bit of proof that I got here. Okay. Because, it's absurd. I don't know why these fucking assholes think I would do that to myself. Like, I've never fucking done anything like that, and never would, because it's the fucking stupidest shit ever. There's a lot better ways I could get attention on here if I really needed attention. So, all right, let's take a look at this. Let me just open these up. Anyhow, she's fucking crazy, this bitch. She is not right in the head. Feel bad for her family. How many of her siblings? 6? I think there's 6 of them, 5 of them. I don't know. Oh, look at that. There's my aunt who's subscribed to her. Christina's very obsessed with my family. So I knew that by talking about my family, she was going to come up. And I think I kind of have it figured out why. I kind of think I got the gist of why. Christina's got some issues in her own family, and maybe my videos triggered her in some way, shape, or form. So seems like Christina had a little bit of a I want to say rough upbringing, because I don't think it was all that bad, but seems like she's definitely not had such a nice life. Okay, so here we go. Now, Tiffany is in the chat, and Tiffany was actually on the phone with me when I walked to my mailbox and got this thing. My husband was here, and Tiffany was on the phone. So my husband actually, as soon as I showed him the envelope, he's like, that looks fucking shady. He didn't even question it. Like, he did question it. As soon as he saw it, he's like, that looks shady. And I was like, yeah, because I don't remember ordering anything. While, I do get a lot of packages sent to my house. I was like, I didn't order, like, when packages come like that, with handwritten addresses and shit, it's usually from eBay. And I don't do eBay, really. Although I did order this awesome Ghostface Killer shirt that I just got yesterday from eBay. But that's besides the point. Hold on a second. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look, see. But Tiffany was on the phone when I opened it. She was on the phone with me. So and I also want to play something else for you guys that I found interesting, but we'll get to that. All right. So I just took a screenshot of my pictures right here. You guys see? That's the day I received it, May 26th. See all my pictures there? Went to the park that day. And so, yeah, I received the photos. That's the day I received it. That was me taking pictures of it that day, May 26th. So I didn't talk about it until when? June? July? I think it might have been July when I finally talked about it. Okay. I can't change that. That's my phone. That's my screenshots. Okay. Next day, May 27th, I was researching shit, as you can see. I got the stamps because the person used freedom stamps. Then I found the tongue, okay, because I was trying to find out where that was sold. Maybe it was sold to some store that's included, that's whatever. And down here, you guys see my mouse right here, this message, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. That was a message between my friend and I because my friend works at the post office, okay? And then there's the picture of the envelope, and there's the Ring camera I got, okay? Because of this. So then this is June 13th. This is when that account, the Sapphire account, came into my chat, and I found the picture. I reverse image search their picture, and it was a product on Google. So that's where they got the photo from. And you can see the screenshot. It's not a screenshot. It's actually a picture. I actually took a picture with my phone of the thing, the chat, my chat while I was live. So, and it's in there. You can see it. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's right here. Okay. So that was June 13th when the person came in to my chat. And now again, nobody knew about this until way later. And here's the picture I took on June 13th. You can see it right there at the top of the screen. The date, the time that they came in. That's when I took the picture. Right then. So they made the comment at 12:53, and I took the comment at 1:02 a.m. I took the picture at 1:02 a.m. Okay. So then I just searched that person in my text messages, and here's all the conversations I had with people. You could see my mods were sending me the link to the account because at that time we were still able to get links on the accounts. And so you could see I was being sent it, and then me and Tiffany were talking about it. They started the account February 27th. Okay. So, and then here's my conversation with my friend where I said, hey, I have a random question, and I don't know if you guys could see it's really good, but it says May 26th at 5:51 p.m. So it's the day I got the package. I wrote to my friend, hey, I have a question. I received a disturbing package in the mail today. Someone sent me a rubber tongue. The package had no postmark on it, but it had stamps. There was a black marker through the stamps, but nothing else, no postmark. Why would there be no postmark? So she said, and this girl works at the post office, which is why I wrote to her. Her husband used to be my postal carrier, but he left us. He left us. He was good. He was the best mailman I ever had. She was always on time every day. But this girl is actually somebody that I grew up with that it just happened to be I knew her and they were married. I don't know, it's like one of those small world kind of things. Her and I went to elementary school, but she actually works in the post office, at the post office. And so she said, oh my God, that's weird. They must have thrown it in a blue collection box and it got through the system. When it got to the post office, they just put a line through the stamps. Hold on. Oh, I don't have the rest of our conversation. Well, that's great. I have it in my phone. Hold on. I'll read it to you guys. I'll tell you guys exactly what she said. So, I mean, but I did this to myself, right? Okay. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find the rest of this conversation in my Facebook Messenger. And that conversation took place, obviously, that day, because I was very freaked out. Here it is. So she wrote to me, oh my God, that's weird. They must have thrown it in a blue collection box and it got through the system. When it got to the post office, they just put a line through the stamp so they can't be used again. And since there is no return address, they wouldn't be able to send it back for postage. Okay. So I said, yes, very, very weird and creepy. Okay. So they definitely mailed it out themselves. I figured that. They had to have dropped it in the mailbox. That makes sense because they must have weighed it and knew how much stamps it would use. So that's great. She wrote back, okay, or they could have just put however many stamps they thought to put on it. Was it heavy? Do you have any idea who would do something like that to you? People are sick. I said, yes, they put 6 stamps. I guess they weighed it. It wasn't heavy at all. So that was the end of our conversation on that one. But so she said, all right, so and I said this and I told people this, and if I have to, I'll go back down to my post office and record it. At my post office, what do they call that person? The postmaster. I spoke with her and she told me that yes, that is definitely possible. Like something could get through the mail. So Tiffany asked her mail carrier and her mail carrier said no. So we got all different answers. Like it depends on who you were talking to. You get a different answer. So my postal carrier said yes. And I mean, this is during COVID where the mail has been, the US mail service has been extremely overwhelmed. And so, it could be possible that something like this could happen during a time like this. But, that involves critical thinking. And clearly none of these fucking assholes have it. So they don't know what that is. But let me show you guys something else, actually. Hold on a second. What do you mean it couldn't get through the mail? Melissa, I mean, because it didn't have if you're sent anything in an envelope, right? What happens is it goes through the mailing facility and then it's sorted and it goes out to the local post offices, right? For delivery. Well, the machine usually stamps it. It'll stamp the thing. Hold on. Before I even go there, let's back this up. When you go to the post office, right, and you mail a letter out, they weigh the letter and then they'll put a stamp on it for you, right? So with the date and everything like that. And then it's postmarked where it's being mailed from. So it'll get on the bottom, it'll have a barcode or something like that. That'll tell you what place it was mailed from. Well, no, I don't know what the barcode's for, actually. I know the thing on the top usually says what area it was mailed from. So they cancel the stamps out, right? Usually they'll just make a line through them or whatever they have, their machine that cancels out the stamps. This way the stamps can't be reused, so they mark them somehow. This person most likely dropped it off in one of those blue mailboxes, which makes sense because they didn't want to go to the post office with it because they didn't want to be seen at the post office, right? Whoever did this, they're obviously seasoned stalker or some shit like that because, who would even think to go this route? But from what my friend was saying, that they dropped it in the blue mailbox, meaning that they didn't have to go to the post office. So there's no stamps on it because it never went to the post office. It basically got taken from that blue box, went to a sorting facility, and then, went to wherever the fuck it was supposed to go. Now I don't know if she might not have known. I didn't say anything that it could have came from out of state. She might have been thinking it was sent locally that way. Either way, usually your mail, any kind of envelope, it goes through a machine and it gets lines through it just so that it doesn't, the stamps aren't used again. So in this case, the person just drew a line through the stamps, a black marker, or somebody did. I don't know if it was them, or I would assume it's somebody at the post office, maybe at the sorting facility. I mean, it was a kind of a regular shape. Maybe it got hung up in the machine. Who knows, and they just drew a line on it to cancel out the stamps. She did bring up another interesting point, which I didn't even realize till just now. There was no return address on it either. So it's not like they can't even send it back to the person. But anyway, what was I going to say? So yeah, that's what I mean by mark. I hope that answered your question. It would have some type of mark. So what the person did to avoid going to the post office is they put however many stamps. I believe they overcompensated for the stamps just to, be sure that they covered their asses. And they probably did drop it off in one of those blue mailboxes, either the out of town or the whatever. So, but I've been told that it is possible that it could go through without postmarkings. I guess we should all pay more attention to our mail and see if everything's postmarked. I don't know if all packages are postmarked, come to think of it. I'm going to have to pay attention to that. Hold on, because I just got something yesterday. Let me look at the envelope. Because I ordered something from eBay. Did I throw it out? Probably. I mean, why would I hold on to an envelope? I wanted to see, because it did come through the mail, and I'd be interested to see if it actually has a postmarking on it, like others do. Hold on a second. But either way, fucking, I did not send it to myself. I mean, that's just ridiculous to even suggest, but that's what fucking gaslighters do. So people that want to see, now this is from Amazon envelope, and I mean, they have the pre-printed sticker, so I don't know what that means. I'm not like a fucking mail expert by any stretch of the imagination. I think I threw it out. Oh well, all right. Either way, I don't know. It's just strange that it made it through with no postmarkings, but that it does happen. It's not unheard of. But you got a fucking idiot like Christina's my stalker, and she'll be like, that's not possible, makeup mobster. It's not possible. So, I don't know, but either way, it's just so stupid. I don't even shouldn't even give this dumb bitch any attention, but I just thought it was funny that she's fucking, why are you trying so hard, Christina? Because you were my number one fucking suspect when I got that shit. You were my number one suspect. I mean, you have to know that. And you still kind of are my number one suspect because you are creepy as fuck. And I could see you doing some creepy shit and thinking like it's funny because your sense of humor is fucking warped and not normal. So, who has your address? Well, infidel lady, anybody could have my address, right? All you have to do is know my name and then you can find my address. Not very hard to find. So, I'm pretty easy to find. My name's been doxed on here. I don't even know how many fucking times. I've even doxed myself by accident. So, I mean, it's once you know my name, I'm pretty easy to find. So, I'll just put it that way. But anyway, what was I going to show you guys? Oh, that's right. Hold on. I got something else I want to show you guys. Funny enough, as we're while we're on the topic of things being mailed to people's houses, let's take a look-see at this. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. So, yeah. Let me see if I can find this. Interesting shit. But anyway, I knew talking about my family was going to oh Jesus, it was going to bring up some old memories there. Gonna bring up some Christina because she's obsessed with my fucking family. She's got this weird fucking obsession with my family, and I can't understand it. My mom, my sister, my half sister, she's obsessed with my fucking family. My brother's wife. It's like, dude, this is my. Oh no, Pugs, Christina can be found. She has been found. Yeah. You know, she's got this obsession with my family. So very, very fucking odd obsession with my family. I can't figure it out for the fucking life of me, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? What was I? Give me a moment here. I'm trying to find something, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of when. Might have to wait on this one. I have to look. I don't want to spend too much time looking for this. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll have to find it a different time. I don't want to bore you guys to death. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about here? Trying to think. Hold on. Let me think. Kim, now does she live near you? Well, Val, who? Christina is my stalker. I wouldn't say she lives, you know, in the same state as me, but she does live in the Northeast. So I'll say that much. You never bore us. Well, I feel like if I'm sitting here looking, do you think Narnie? That's an interesting question, and I'm glad you asked that. Do you think she could be related to my sister-in-law? That definitely went through my mind at one point in time, but here's the thing. Satan has no family. Zero. So when her and my brother got married, there was literally 2 family members there of hers. Her mom and her mom's cousin. Her mom has this other, I don't know, doesn't even matter. It was her mom and her cousin. She doesn't talk to her sister, her own sister. And they apparently haven't spoken for like a decade or some shit. And so she doesn't really have family. I know that her mother was an only child and doesn't have any siblings. And her dad might have had like a brother or something, but Satan fell out with that cousin. I don't know. I'm not really 100% sure which side the cousin's on. My brother told me this when we were still talking. Or my mom told me. I think he told my mom rather, that she fell out with this like one cousin that she was close with. So she doesn't really have any family. So, you know, which would explain why she's so jealous of my life and my fucking family and wants me to, you know, I guess fight with them or some shit. She's a fucking jealous cuntosaurus. But anyway, yeah. So she doesn't really have family. She had about, I don't know how many people were at their wedding, but I do know that no family was there for her. Those were the only 2 family members she had at her wedding. They were probably like, oh my God, it's a fucking third wedding that they're at. She had a whole big fucking wedding. I would be embarrassed at that point, but different folks are different strokes. Just saying. Now, could Christina be like a distant relative? Sure. But Christina came from the Watts groups, okay? That's how she found us. And she was a fan of my series for a really long time. I have comments from her under all fucking 15 of her different accounts that she used to use. And so she's been, she was definitely around. Then all of a sudden one day, Remy actually sent it to me. Remy sent me a link to a video that she had made that was like, where's Makeup Mobster? And I turned this video on and I'm like, it was a little weird. She's like, does anybody know where Makeup Mobster is? I've been looking for her. Did anything happen with her family? So I left a little comment under it and I was like, oh, sorry. I took a little break from making my series and then life just kind of got in the way. It was, Christmas and whatever. And she was fine. She seemed fine with that answer. And next thing I know, she's making all these fucking creepy videos about me. So I'm not really sure what her real name's Christina Golightly. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened in between like then and now. But I don't know. She told some story. I don't even remember where the fuck this was. I forget. But she told some story about what's her face. I don't believe this at all. Just putting that out there. She claims that she was caring for some older woman, which, God, that's scary because, God, could you imagine if she stalks fucking people online, what she does to people in real life? Ugh, chills. Anyway, she claims that this woman was like really into my series and she was watching it and then she died. And this is why she's angry, because this woman died and didn't I don't know, get to see the end of the story. But I'm thinking how do you even know? That doesn't make any sense, because how do you know I wouldn't have been done with it? How do you know I would have been done with it before she died? That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. So I don't buy that. I think she's bullshitting because I think she's just a stalker and just wants my life maybe. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. It's just fucking, she has an obsession with me. I can't really figure out why. But usually crazy people like that, it's so funny. She was calling me a socio. She's like, she's a borderline narcissist, sociopath, all of the above. She's calling me that. And I'm like, wow, this is weird. I've never been called a sociopath by another sociopath. This is fucking weird. But yeah, I think Christina, I got to be honest, when I watched her video, when I first found her, I think she wants to have, a channel and she wants to be funny. She wants to she wants people to think she's funny and shit. So I don't know. Maybe she's a little jealous of my fucking shit. I don't know. But she's like, you're nobody on YouTube. Did I ever say I was anybody? Never said that. But I definitely got a lot more supporters than you do, Christina. Just saying. I mean, about, I don't know, 4,500 more, but just saying. Just saying. And would you go into Laura's reality show? It depends. It depends. We'll have to talk about that. I need to know the details. But yeah, so this girl's not all there. I don't believe she was caring for an older woman that was ill and dying, because if you're in a position like that, right, where you're like a home health aide or whatever, you should be used to that happening. So why would you get so fucked up about this one person? I don't know. Really, come on. That was a bullshit story. I don't know what her real story is. I know that she also, before she stalked me, she was obsessed with Critical K for a bit. So I think she just finds other women threatening, and because K could be very threatening. But I think she just that's just her thing. She just fucking goes after other women. She hones in on these other women to I don't know, obsess over, and then maybe she likes women. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but she kind of, she's just creepy. She's a creepy person. Very fucking creepy. But anyway, she doesn't deserve this much attention. So let's move on. There was something else I want to show you. I'll have to show you the one thing at a later date when I find it. So I have to go through my fucking phone. But this was interesting now. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. Okay. So the other night, Wendy and Diane were live. Okay. And now I just want to put this out here. Let me preface this with saying this. Okay. I don't like Wendy. I think we're all in here very well aware of how I feel about Wendy. Right. I've made no secrets about the way I feel about that asshole. But, okay, MFW apparently had a live, and she spoke about, Wendy, and said that Wendy touches her kids or molests her kids, and then that she has lost her license or some shit, and from touching kids or some shit, okay? And I don't agree with that. All right. I don't like Wendy, but I don't agree with that. That's a very serious, allegation. I mean, I don't know MFW. I assume she was joking. Okay. I assume she was joking. And then, I have to put myself in Wendy's shoes. I think I would be upset myself. So I can't fucking down her for being pissed off about it. I mean, because I think anybody would, right? But there's a big but here. No pun intended. Oh, shit. I cracked myself up. There's a big but here. And it's, Wendy, Mrs. I'm so above everything, and I'm not petty, and I don't call people names. Okay. She went off, and rightfully so, in a sense, right? Like, she had a right to go off and be upset. But what I want to point out is that Wendy, you're not so perfect after all. Because, and I'm going to let you guys hear this. Let me let you guys hear this. Is this it? This is it.
Which is special ed teachers. She couldn't keep her hands off of them. Did you hear that? Did you guys all hear that?
Yep.
She said that I touched my boys. I molested my children, which is why they still live with me, which they do not. My kids do not live with me. They haven't lived with me since before the quarantine. One of my children, they're married and have their own place.
Yeah, she did, Laura Lee. She stated it was a rumor.
So neither one of my boys live with me still, but she said that I molested both of them.
All right, hold on. Let me go.
Credentialed.
Hold on.
Katie, you are a piece of melting trash. That is all you are. Your life is a joke. You're a train wreck from beginning to end. Your dad is a racist. You're a racist. You're disgusting in every way. You can't have one meaningful relationship that lasts more than a weekend. You're foul. And I'm sorry that your life sucks. You're going to be dead in a year, and that sucks too. And for everybody that likes her and is watching her kill herself, shame on you. Because all you're doing is giving her money and helping her speed up the process.
And whoever went in there and started that shit, because someone went in there probably and said that we were talking shit on her. We don't. So thank you.
I am right now. So I'm sure someone's in here listening. Please make sure you tell her. Everybody I know is striking that video. It's like the 2 hour and 27-minute mark. Please strike.
Please strike. Please hold on. Please. Let me go back to that.
That is bullying, harassment, and slander. And you're lucky I don't take your fat ass to court.
Oh, hold on. What happened? I missed that part.
So thank you.
I am right now. So I'm sure someone's in here listening. Please make sure you tell her. Everybody I know is striking that video. It's like the 2 hour and 27-minute mark. Please strike.
Please.
That's bullying, harassment, and slander. And you're lucky I don't take your fat ass to court.
You guys hear that?
Bitch, Katie.
You guys hear that? I had to play it twice. You're lucky I don't take your fat ass to court. Fat ass. So Wendy is apparently allowed to fat shame people when she's angry with them. Isn't that crazy? She fat shamed another woman. And no offense, Wendy, but Katie's not, she's not that fat. I mean, I'm just saying. She's you're like twice the size of her from the looks of it. Just saying. She don't look fat to me. But when Wendy's mad, and this is my whole point of saying this, okay? When Wendy's mad, it's okay if Wendy gets mad and says dumb shit. But it's not okay when we get upset and say dumb shit, right? It's not okay when we get upset and say stupid shit. So, Wendy, get off your fucking high horse, boo-boo. You are just as fucking fucked up as the rest of us, okay? Just pointing that out there. Just putting it out there, girl. You called somebody else a fat bitch. Or fat ass. Sorry. Fat ass. So, I don't want to fucking ever hear anything about any one of us, me, Laura, Tiffany, fat shaming Wendy. I don't ever want to fucking hear it again. Okay? Thank you. And Nenny is being attacked by Marcia White Sharky. Nenny, you are a liar. Saying that no, they weren't asking people to strike the videos, but you guys just heard it with your own fucking 2 ears that she said, please go strike it. And she gave the fucking minute marker, which is actually the wrong fucking minute marker, Wendy. Get your shit together, girl. The wrong timestamp. Get your shit together. So, yeah, I just felt like that needed to be put out there and pointed out because I'm so fucking sick. You know, these fuckers are getting everything that's coming to them. Sorry, but they are. And it's so nice to sit back and watch karma do its thing because I haven't had to do anything. I haven't had to do a fucking thing. I just sat back, light a cigarette up, and fucking watch them from the corner. Marcia White Snake, Large Marge. Tell him Large Marge sent ya. So yeah. So there you guys go. Okay. There's Wendy fat shaming somebody. Now again, I'm going to defend Wendy in this sense where I would probably do the same thing. I would, you know, I mean, I'm not saying what Katie said was right. I don't blame Wendy for being angry. She has a right to be angry about that. I think anybody would be. But, you know, she's so much more classy than us, though. She doesn't go after people's looks. She doesn't go after their bodies. But as you guys can clearly fucking see, that's not the case. She does go after people's looks. Because when you're fucking pissed off and you're antagonized constantly by other people and they say disgusting things about you, you tend to fly off the handle every once in a while and get what I like to refer to as out of pocket. Okay? So, or out of character. So it happens to the best of us. It really does. Happens to the fucking best of us. Tony, Katie had made a comment, okay, that like rumor had it Wendy had molested her kids or some shit. And she lost her teaching credential, whatever the fuck you want to call it, because she was touching kids, okay? But she made it pretty clear that it was a rumor, I think. I'm pretty sure. And Wendy flipped out and said, you know, you fat ass or whatever the fuck. And I just played it. You got to rewind back a little bit. But the whole point was that, you know, it seems that when she's getting attacked or getting hurt or people are coming for her, you know, I know they'll downplay it and be like, well, it's because what was said about her kids. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it was. Okay. If somebody is fucking antagonizing you and saying horrible shit about you, you have a right to fucking react and be angry. And so, you know, I can't fault her for it. I just find it funny that she shames and points the finger at everybody else. You know, shame on you, makeup mobster. Shame on you, Laura. Shame on you, Tiffany, for saying fat shaming people, but then when she's angry, it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. You know, this woman walks around like she's like the fucking perfect human, and she never fucking makes a mistake. Her shit, when Wendy shits, it smells like roses, little fucking fairies, and little glitter shoots out the toilet bowl when she fucking takes the shit because she's so perfect. Okay, she's so perfect. So I read, Katie only reacts if attacked, then all is fair in love and war. And Diane was wrong. Nobody was in their chat actually talking shit about them. Somebody went in the chat and I believe they said that Wendy laughed at something that was inappropriate, I guess. And that's when Katie said that, because I actually went and watched it myself. I don't watch Katie, but I actually went and checked that out. I did, because I was told about it yesterday and I was like, ooh, let me check this out. And then they went live not yesterday, the day before, I think it was. So they cannot enjoy throwing tomatoes, but dictate how heavy the tomato someone throws back is. They choose these games. Exactly. And so now this is interesting. And listen, I do not get involved in Boyd shit. You guys know that. I don't really talk to anybody from Boyd, not for any specific reason, just, you know, I just don't. Like when everybody was doing that peace treaty like years ago, I wanted nothing to do with it. I didn't want to get involved. Okay. So last night, however, I heard that Dave, you know, Adventure Unknown, was basically declared war on Wendy and Diane. And I was like, well, you know, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. He claims that these elderly women came to him, 6 of them, and that they were, you know, basically saying they had donated to Wendy and Diane, and that they came after, he's going to stand up for these women by doxing the shit out of them. And, you know, I don't obviously really care for doxing, but I will give Dave credit, okay? Because at least he doesn't do it from a fucking troll account. He lets you know, yeah, it's me. I'm going to dox the shit out of you. So, I mean, I guess I have to give him credit for that at least he fucking owns it. Because, you know, we got a lot of pussies around here who make up little troll accounts and dox people. At least he fucking owns it outright. I mean, it is what it is. But, you know, they're going to have a problem on their hands. And again, sucks to be you guys. Sucks to be you guys. But Diane, I remember running to Dave for protection, right, against Marissa. And it kind of didn't really go as planned. So Diane's the one who pretty much brought Boyd into this community. So, I mean, not that I have a problem with Boyd. I'm just saying, like, that's when I found out about Boyd. I'll put it that way. That's when I learned what Boyd was, when Diane ran to Dave and was, you know, Diane does that. And I'm sure she'll do it again. She'll reach out to him behind the scenes and she'll try to settle because she's scared shitless. Now, I would like to see if Wendy goes after Dave the same way she goes after all the other women in this community. I would really like to see that. Are you going to go after Dave's his education? Are you going to go after his life, his job, everything, Wendy? Because I would love to see you do that. But I have a feeling that you are a fucking pussy and you're not going to do it. So just saying. I've seen you and how you guys operate when it comes to the men in this community. You guys just cower, but you have no problem going after other women. Wendy said Katie was incestuous with her dad. Oh, interesting. Interesting, YouTube skeptic. Wendy said Katie was incestuous with her dad first. Wendy V's clip spells it out. Don't throw shit if you cannot take it. Sorry. I agree with that, YouTube skeptic. Don't. Wendy needs to be on her own channel. I agree. Well, Diane might as well just hand over the keys to her channel to Wendy, because it is the Wendy show when she's up there. And so Well, again, you guys reap what you fucking sow. You two think you've been trying to tell MM that. Sorry, Hummingbird. I wasn't paying too much attention. Hey, Jenny. So yeah. Yep, disgusting. Now you know I Katie clap back. Well, I'm starting to learn that in a lot of these cases, these women have some unhealthy habits, it seems, of, you know, finding these women that they don't like, right? And that they're horrified by, following them, and then harassing the shit out of them. Like, that doesn't, I mean, it's like nonstop. They just jump from one. First it was truthfully Trish, and then it's Katie, and then it's Laura, and now it's me, and it's Tiffany, and it's like, that's what they do. So this is their thing. They're fucking miserable bitches, right? They don't know how to lift other women up. All they know how to do is put them down. They know how to fake care, but really that's not why they're here. They're not here for that. They're here for the drama community. So anyway, that was the other. Thank you, Jenny. I love you guys too. I really do. You guys are amazing. Hummingbird. Oh, I know it was Katie payback, but the details were too much and too far. Hey, listen, again, you know, you don't get to decide how somebody else is going to react. And not for nothing, they know Katie. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. You guys love saying that. Katie's a bear. Rah! Don't poke her. You guys know. You know how she is. Don't poke her. I mean, there you go. And maybe she won't come back with some shit like that. So stop poking the bear like you always tell everybody else. I love this shit. Oh, I love it. It's like fucking karma. It's just so beautiful. It really is. MFW is worse than FOD. Speaking of which, so I go into fucking Dave's chat last night. It was at 4:00 in the morning. I fell asleep. I don't even know how the fuck it got on my phone, to be honest with you. I wake up, it's 4:00 in the morning, and I hear Laura's voice coming from like my fucking chair. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where's Laura's voice coming from? And I go in, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, this is so funny. Laura was up on Dave's panel. And so I hopped in the chat real quick, and you know, all of a sudden this Molly Golightly account comes in there, and they tell me to stop. What was it? Stop obsessing with her or some shit. And I'm like, that ain't her. That, first of all, she has me blocked. Second of all, she's too much of a pussy to ever say anything to my face, so, or directly to me. So that's not happening. It's FOD. I mean, we all know that. It's FOD. Making these fake accounts to come into chats and fucking troll me. It's like, girl, I don't want anything to do with you. I don't know if you like understand what that means, but I don't care about you. I don't care about you. Hummingbird, I didn't believe it was you at first. Yeah, it was me. It was me. So yeah, she's making like little fake accounts and coming in to say stupid shit to me under a fake Molly Golightly account. And this has been proven that it's her. She even got permission. So, wait, Ben has double jointed arms? Get out of here. So do I. That's so weird. Interesting. Well, mine's really not my arms. I guess it's my arms. I guess it would have to be my arms, right? It was my arms, my shoulders, and my elbows. Goodbye, Nuda Veritas. So yeah. But you know, good luck with the whole thing with Dave coming after you, because I know I wouldn't really want him after me. That's all I could say. I don't know Dave, and he doesn't know me, but I do know I wouldn't want him coming after me. So sucks to be you guys. Have fun with that. Let me know how it turns out. That's why I don't fuck with people. So that is precisely why I don't fuck with people unless they fuck with me. I don't go after people. I don't get myself involved with people, certain people. That's why. I try to move as smart as I can on here. It might not make sense to everybody, but people telling me strike this person's channel. Well, when you have a dangerous motherfucker out there, you don't want them to disappear. I rather see what they're doing. I don't want them to fucking be lurking in the shadows. I'd rather know exactly what the fuck they're doing. Called healthy boundaries. Yeah, which a lot of people don't have here. Can you turn your leg backwards in the hip socket? Ooh, no, that sounds painful. Dave upset FOD went after K Smalls. Yeah, listen, me and K Smalls, I was always nice to K Smalls. I tried to be. Things got a little weird there for a while. I don't think she's a bad person, K Smalls. I just hope that she stay away from Mandy, K Smalls. You've been down that road already. And, I've been down it twice and I'm not, the third time. No. But I'll give her that advice. But as far as her being upset with all these people, that's precisely why I stopped talking to these people, because they're a bunch of fucking phony hypocrites. Okay. Like I said the other day, if me and Laura fell out tomorrow, it's not going to change certain people, right? Like I'm still going to think that Marsha White Sharkey's a fucking asshole. So, I'm not going to go run to people that hate Laura. I'm not going to go run to Tracy's channel. I'm not doing that. Tracy showed me who she is. I believe her, and I'm good. I'm good on that shit. But these other people, I guess, they have no integrity. Like, they don't stand for anything. They don't stand by their fucking convictions. If I don't like somebody, there's a reason for it. I don't just dislike people for no reason. There's usually a pretty good reason for why I don't like somebody. It's either I've seen them be a shitty person, I've seen them hurt other people or shit all over other people. So I try to not surround myself with people like that. Or see that they're fucking a hypocrite, whatever. So I stay away from people like that. So me and Laura not talking isn't going to change that. I don't go running over to people because, they hate the same person as me. Let me go over there. So all these people hated FOD. Okay. But now all of a sudden, she's the best thing since sliced bread. Why? Because she's coming for me and she's coming for Tiffany. And I'm sorry, she, whatever the fuck she calls herself, is coming for me, Tiffany, and Laura. And by the way, FOD, I really think you need to take the fucking video down where it says that we are trans bashers, because that's so far from the truth. And you're, what's the word? God, I can't even think. You're an asshole. But that's not the word I was going to say. Flo and John said bad stuff about MM and Tiffany, where, when. Jenny, yeah, she did a whole video titled that me and Tiffany are trans bashers. And the reason why is because the whole thing with Randy, FOD got this little special thing with Randy going there and holds her in her heart very close. And so she did a video the night after we kind of had an argument with Randy on Laura's panel. FOD took it upon herself to go up on her panel and start slamming us for bullying Randy, which is the furthest thing from the truth. And so obviously the next day I talked about it briefly during a live. It was my mom's birthday that day. And FOD came in the chat and started literally searching for reasons to not like us or to be offended. So she was like, why are you assuming Randy's sexuality? Why are you, it's my fucking opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. Because I was saying I have a feeling Randy's bisexual because of some of the comments I've heard her make about other women and being a lesbian and stuff, That's my opinion, though. Who gives a shit what I think? And then she got mad because I referred to her as a her and not a he, because apparently she wants to be referred to as a he. So she makes a video the next day when I told her, well, then you need to be fucking clear about what you want to be, because you sound like a woman. You look like a woman. Sort of. You're a mother, right? You have kids. You were born a woman. you need to make that clear to people if you want to be referred to as a he. And of course, if that's what you want, I will do that. But my heat press is here. Yes, I think. Hold on. Is that it? Hold on, guys. Anyway, you have to make that clear to people. So she goes and makes a live and titles it Tiffany Marie and MM are trans bashers. And I'm like, I didn't bash trans people. I have nothing against that. Hey, whatever makes you happy in life. My thing is make it clear to people. If that's what you are, make it clear. Don't expect people to be a fucking mind reader and know that you want to be known as a he. I don't know you in real life. I can't tell what sex you want to be. The fuck? So she makes a thing, and titles it, we're trans bashers. Okay, FOD. Yay. Hold on. I think my heat press came. We got a little surprise I'm working on for you guys. I ordered a heat press. This has to be it. Yep, this is it. Oh boy, I need my husband. I can't even lift this thing up. Why would this guy leave us on my walkway on a fucking cloudy day that looks like it's gonna rain? Thanks, FedEx guy. Thanks. Appreciate that. Nope, she's sexually frustrated. Yeah, listen, I don't care what she is. It has nothing to do with anything. Nothing. Fill me up. Drop me a link, Howard. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. I don't know who Fill Me Up is. So, probably not going to do that. FOT is full-blown menopausal. I don't know. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Did you actually hear her on the recorded call that Sam played? She said herself she is a lesbian woman in her real life, but she pretended to be a man to get their male privilege online. No, I didn't hear that, Val. That's quite interesting, though. Quite interesting. This woman just wants to fight with other women. It's very bizarre to me. Like, I don't even want to talk about her because she's not even fucking worth it. But, I had to answer questions. And she keeps going live about us and hasn't gotten the fucking point that we've been ignoring the shit out of her for a reason. So, bye, Jenny. Jenny, I almost said Jeannie. Have a good day, girl. Have fun. Realized it was not to me. Oh shit! 2 streets over at Epic. I hate FedEx. I actually do not like FedEx. I feel like they're the worst of the shipping companies, but yeah, I can't help what other companies use. I cannot help. Yeah, exactly, Jazz. Ghost her. I don't listen to her lives. I don't care. Of course she'll do another video, sweet Melissa, and then I'll ignore that video too, because I really do not fucking care. I don't. I really don't fucking care. Somebody like that, she's a fucking troll. I'm not giving trolls attention. She's here to fuck with everybody. The whole reason she came here was to fuck with all of us. And I just I'm not giving that any attention. So she's taking her frustrations out on people online. And I think it's abundantly clear at this point in time. So say what you want about me. I don't really give a shit. Anyway, so that's that with her. Enough time has been wasted talking about her. Wendy hollered at me in the chat when I asked her if she was fat shaming Katie. Did she, Connie? She probably blocked you too. Yes, the recording exists. Actually, Peekaboo, somebody sent me that, but I haven't had a chance to listen to it. So I'll have to do that. Yeah, I don't watch him, her either. I just don't. I don't care. I really don't care that much. She's not going to like somebody who's even worth wasting time on. Good morning. A little off the subject. How goes the cricket maker? Cindy, it's going good. Going good. So far, so good. I mean, I haven't played all that much, with it. But I made some vinyl decals. My son wanted me to make one. So I traced one of his drawings and I made a decal out of his drawing. But yeah, I'm kind of still learning, things about it. So I'll get there. Once I feel more confident in my knowledge, I'll definitely do a video about it. Just like right now, I mean, I could definitely do like a comparison video of this as for cutting decals and stuff like vinyl letters. I mean, I could do a comparison video versus a real, vinyl cutter like I have in my basement. She just went live calling you a trans bastard. Oh my God. Whatever. Of course she did. Get a fucking life, lady. She's obsessed. She's sick. She's a sick fuck. Whatever. Don't go there. I don't care what she has to say. I'm not trying to be mean to you guys. I just don't give a fuck. I don't even listen to her. She's not even worth my time. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. She's just a fucking miserable fuck who needs attention and clearly doesn't get enough in her real life. So she comes here and fucking whines, and where she could be a victim 24 hours a day of everybody. Oh, they're making fun of my gender. The fuck out of here. I'll converse with her. She's civil. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about with that woman. I don't care. Move on with your life, lady. I'm the new Brian, I guess. FOD and Randy are in cahoots. Agreed. 100% I agree with that. Chick. And by the way, how you doing, chick? I do agree with that. They got some weird shit going on. Some really fucking weird shit. Exactly, Soldier Photos. I don't have anything against trans people. So tell me where. You know what's funny? We all know that Full On Drama can make videos, right? So she's going to make a video. Why did you go live? Why not make a video and put the proof in there that I'm bashing trans people? Go ahead. But you didn't do that. You just go and run your mouth, because there is no proof that I've ever bashed any trans people, because I don't have anything against them. Do what you want. It doesn't affect my life. If you want to fucking be a he, a she, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with anything. She's the one who makes it an issue, not me. She's the one who makes it an issue. So, and she still has not made it clear what she wants to be referred to. And I know people have asked her. Well, yeah, Remy, that's pretty much it. She's doing this, 1, to play victim, 2, to get attention, 3, to be an asshole, 4 is bored, 5, who the hell knows? Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Never heard you said anything negative about transgender people. Been around since 2018. Yeah, that's because I don't. It's not even a part of my life, but if you want to do that, great. I have no problem with it. I think you should do what makes you happy. I think that goes for anybody in any situation. So if that makes you happy, if you're going to live a better life, because I'm all about living your best life, then you should do it. Switch whatever the fuck. I don't care. If that's what's going to make you be a better person, go for it. I don't care. It doesn't affect my life. I'm all for it. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, to say the least. She said anything but, she said anything but it or a tree. Yeah, exactly. And it. Yeah, IBF, that's the whole thing. When she makes it clear, I'll basically, call her whatever she wants, but she still hasn't made it clear. So I'm still going to call her a she. I remember her Twitter handle being an account around here. Interesting. I'm sure she has been. Obviously, she's been around because she kind of seemed to know everybody and was very familiar with people in this community. So she had clearly been watching for a while, a long time. And I've always been very nice to her. So, whatever. That old age saying, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's probably a fucking duck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Corey, where you're blocked in her chat? Of course you are. Because, you know, truth speakers usually do get blocked. They usually do. It's usually what happens when people don't want to hear the truth. I've never been here if this channel bashed. I'd never be here if this channel bashed trans/gays. FOG is trolling, man. The trans community is annoyed with her. Trust that. I'm sure they are, because it's not like a game, okay? People who go through that, who really, really struggle with that kind of shit, they don't play games with people about it, okay? They're very stern in, I'm going to be called a man now, or I'm going to be called a woman now. You know, they don't go back and forth. They don't evade. You know, the only person that evades it I've ever seen is Jeffree Star, because he there's no answer. He doesn't have an answer. He doesn't have a clear answer of what he is. So he can't say whether he's man or male or female. He just says that he's androgynous. And I respect that. You know, he embraces both parts of his being, his feminine side and his masculine side. So he's just androgynous. And that's, again, if people are in that situation, that's what they will refer to themselves as no questions asked. You know, she doesn't do that. She plays games with everybody. So until she says exactly what she wants, I don't fucking care. Good. I'm being streamed. That's great. You're welcome. Full on drama. Peter Brady, whatever you want to be called. You're welcome. And now she'll be like, she's making fun of me. No, you had a picture of Peter Brady as your fucking picture, you dumbass. By who, Michelle? Anita, yeah, he says it's just Jeffree. By the way, is Novemberine here? The palette has been shipped. I cannot wait. You better take a video of her opening it so we could see. She's the one making a mockery. Exactly. And now I'm stalking her on Twitter. I don't even know my Twitter handle anymore. Whatever anyone wants to refer to themselves as, whether T-Rex, he, she, bush flower, I don't give a rat's ass. Me neither. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. You could refer to yourself as whatever the fuck. Just let me know. Like, you know, because I'm not a mind reader. That's all I ask. Like, let me know what it is. I thought when she was saying that she was a man, it was like a troll. Like, she didn't want to confirm that she was being doxxed. So that's why I thought it was a joke, honestly. But hey, if that's what you want, full on drama, since you're streaming me, no problem. Just make it clear to me again for the fucking 900th time. Should I do baby cries this way to noise the shit out of her? And then she won't stream me anymore. If my allergies weren't so bad, I would. Literally, yeah, they're definitely struggling with their own issues. There's no question about that. Clearly, they're struggling. We're all struggling with something. So join the club. You're not any more a victim than I am or anybody else in life, okay? We're all struggling in some way, shape, or form with something. So get the fuck over it and move on, girl. Stop crying and move on. Ow, my fucking wrist hurts. Anyway, all back and forth in games doesn't happen when people are sincere in their labels. Exactly, Anita. Just make it clear. I mean, that's not so hard, right? Like, I don't think I'm asking too much to just say, hey, here's what I want to be called and yada, yada, yada. But she can't just be clear with people, because if she does, right, if she's clear with people, if she draws a definitive line, then what is she going to complain about? What is she going to bitch about? How is she going to be a victim? So she can't be clear with people, because then the game will end. The game will end. She's been outed. Just move the fuck on. You know, I think it's really sad when I see somebody like her too, because like she's got a talent. She's very funny. She could be very funny, right? And she's very good at editing. And like she has a definite talent there, and she's using it for all the wrong fucking things. Like, you know, you're turning people off like a lot, you know, with your bullshit. So go back to making your funny videos. And that's what makes people like you. I know I should take my own advice, but I'm not the one crying. She is clear she can't use the male privilege she spoke of. Yeah, exactly. I don't even want to. I had no intentions of giving this woman this much fucking attention. Jesus, or man, or whatever the fuck. Worst thing she did was go live and start talking. Yeah. You know, that's happened, Jazz. Like, that happened to me with Marsha. I liked her until she started going live. I was like, oh, this woman's crazy. When she started all that fucking weird neighborhood shit, I was like, all right, this is a little weird to me. I mean, it's one thing to joke about it, but to like go on and on and on the way she was, where it was like starting to like cross the line from a joke to like a serious thing. I was just like, this is weird. This is weird. This is getting weird. She told her, you asked Dave to go after Diane and Wendy. That's couldn't be further from the truth, Michelle P. I mean, I listened to a little bit of his stream before I was live. He literally said why he was going after Diane and Wendy. He said 6 women approached him from the drama community who were, you know, basically victimized by them. And that's why he's going after them. He said some of the women had donated to them and they have treated them like shit. And that's why he's going after them. So it has nothing to do with Laura at all. But okay. But why not? Blame Laura, right? Laura is the reason for everything that's wrong in the world. She really is. And if it's not her, it's me. And if it's not me, it's Tiffany. We're the fucking, you know, worst people out there. I bet Jasmina is one of them. Oh my God, imagine. I don't think Dave, I don't know. Dave, I don't know, Dave. You know, I've only been on, like, watched him a few times, but he kind of just, and I could be wrong here, but he kind of seems like a no bullshit kind of person. Like, if you're if you're going to sit there and play games with him, like, he's not having that. He wants people to be straight up and, you know, just say what they got to say. So I don't think he would fuck with that crazy one. I could go after. Thank you, Laura. I was thinking that this morning. You know, I mean, if you're a subscriber and you don't have a channel, obviously, then I could totally understand going to a creator. But like, I have my own channel. I don't need anybody to go after anybody for me. You know, well, first of all, I don't go after people. But second of all, unless they fuck with me first. But I don't get that shit. Like, I don't get. And there's a lot of other creators around here that do it. That they go like running to other creators to try to like, oh my God, so-and-so is bothering me. Like, no. I've never been one of those types of people that ever needed anybody to like fucking fight my fucking battles. I'll fight my own battles. I'm not scared. I don't need to have a group of whatever people behind me. I could say how I feel and that's it. Has that to do with Laura? Diane would even revealing in other people's pain, reveling, sorry, read the wrong thing there, in other people's pain for a long time. So do I feel bad for them? Fuck no. Me neither. I mean, I don't. I really don't. They literally, Diane, when they try to make the entire community go after people, that's what they do. I personally, like, all right, for instance, the other night, I don't even know if I would have paid that much attention to what Katie said and gave it that much importance, you know? And then it's like, they get everybody so fucking fired up in their chats. And it just turns dangerous, man. When you have 1,000 people watching you, Diane, I don't think realize how much fucking influence they have over people. There's people in their chats that are hardcore, you know, dedicated followers and believe them. And I'm seeing people that I was friends with, okay, being brainwashed by them now. Like, and it's sad. I'm being attacked out of fucking nowhere by people that I was nothing but nice to. They're, you know, well, that's a whole nother story, and I'm not going to get into it. But Wendy started, she shouldn't have said that about Katie and her dad. I agree, Jazz. I mean, if that's the case, and I'm definitely going to check out Wendy's video. Thank you, Soldier Photos. And thank you, Hummingbird. Has anybody seen Marianne around? My mod, not Marianne, hello, Starlight, because I could fucking care less where she is. I'm neither a follower or a leader. Well, 20, yeah, that's how I see myself. I'm not like, I don't, you know, I'm just me. I've always been like that type of person that just, if I don't fucking agree with something, I'm not afraid to say it, you know? I think I've always, even when I was friends with Diane, yeah, 20, I'm going to have to shoot her an email and make sure, a text and see if she's okay. I've never been the type of person to just like go along with the crowd and go with people. It's just not my thing. Like, if I feel a certain way, when I was a mod in their chat and I felt that they were doing shit and they were wrong, I let them know. I would let them know that I didn't agree with them. Apparently in Wendy's book, that's, you know, being a bad friend. But in my book, that's being a good friend. I would want my friends to be honest with me, and I would expect that same courtesy back. If I'm being an asshole, you know, sometimes you don't know when you're being an asshole. Sometimes you don't even realize it, especially if you're triggered or you're mad or you're angry about something. Hey, shoot the shit. You know, it's not unheard of. There's times where I've done things and my husband told me like, oh, Liana, you know, you're wrong in this situation. And I'm like, thank you, you know, because like I might not see it at the time. I might be so angry about something or whatever that I'm not really seeing clearly. And I need people like that in my life. I talked about this with a friend the other day about like self-control and thinking before speaking and all that kind of shit. I mean, I was very, very, very impulsive. And even with my family, I look back in that situation and I'm like, you know, there was times that my reactions to them, I was basically handing them ammunition to use against me. And I've learned that that's not always the best route. Sometimes you really have to stop and think, because I would just react. There would be no time for me to think because I would just fucking react. Now I try to be very thoughtful in my responses to people. I mean, if I'm fighting with somebody like live, you know, face to face, it's different. It's harder for me. It's a lot harder for me to control myself. But if it's online or through like text or something, I have, you know, I take the time. I don't just jump and write a comment back to reply because I'm fucking angry right in that moment, right? Because I realized through time and through my whole situation, when I finish the rest of my series, you guys will see this. Like I had to like kind of come to a realization that like me doing that and me reacting right away and just being angry, it's not helping me. And at the end, because people, manipulators, whatever, narcissists, whatever the fuck you want to call these people, these toxic assholes, they'll just take that and use it against you. So you have to think more when you're replying to people like that, or when you're dealing with a person like that. You really do. You have to take time. And I've noticed people like that, like my aunt, for instance, okay, who came in my comments the other day. You know, she wants me to flip out so that she could point the finger at me and be like, see, she's crazy. I told you guys, she's fucking crazy. She wants me to go crazy and be an asshole and get ignorant. But I've learned now that that's not the way to deal with her, because that's giving her what she wants. Fuck with the wrong person. FYI, you're being streamed. Yeah, I know, Marie. I don't give a shit, to be honest with you. I just don't give a fuck. Alley Cat, yeah. She could keep saying I'm a trans basher. She's an asshole. That's what she is. I'm an asshole basher. It's not a video game. Subs are being threatened in the chat of Dave's stream last night. Since when is that okay? Anita, what do you mean? Who is threatening people in the chat? Listen, I don't agree with doxing people, you know, and putting them in danger, but I do have to give Dave credit that at least he's not a pussy about it. He stands up and he's like, yep, I'm going to dox the shit out of you. So at least he fucking lets you know that it's him and he's not hiding behind some bullshit, you know, fake ass profile like the rest of the trolls out there. I got threatened. Capone. No. Who's messing with Capone? Capone. Who's messing with him? I'll fuck you up. Has anyone heard any transbastion today on panel or sorry, any chat? Nope. Not I. Me and Capone. What? Whoa. What happened, Hummingbird? What happened? Do tell. Do tell. Ugh, sorry. I'm just putting away my jewelry thing here. Oh my God. Oh, my husband cleaned my little space up here in my garage. I was going to do a giveaway for 6,000 subscribers. I'm going to make myself a custom nameplate. I've made one before. So I was thinking, I'll show you guys a picture of it. I was thinking that would be a cool kind of giveaway, right? To make somebody a custom nameplate. Dave is harmless. Shoot the shit says. Yeah. I don't think he's, you know, I've never seen him really hurt anybody or do anything bad. I don't know him though, you know, at the same time. I've never had a conversation with him. The only time I've ever really been in his chats or anything was when 2 years ago when I fell out with Laura and everybody was fighting when this whole fucking crazy bullshit thing started. Laughing is forbidden. Of course it is. We're not allowed to have fun here. Why would we do such a thing? Hold on. I'll show you guys my nameplate that I made. I just ordered sterling silver to cut my nameplate out. I'll show you guys the one I made. But this one was not made out of, it was kind of like a practice because it's very hard to saw jewelry. So, hold on. So I was like, oh, that would be a cool giveaway to do for people. I'll show you guys. I wanted something like different because, you know, like the nameplates with the like, now they call them carry nameplates because of Sex in the City, but the like basic script, I wanted something with like more modern font. So I made this. I'll show you in a second. As soon as the picture gets through. It's with like that, what do you call it? Where the hell is it? Hello? Here we go. My computer just fucking muted me. Thank you. It's like, shut the fuck up, Liana. Time to fucking shut up. And then what metal are you cutting? It was sterling silver. This was, I don't know what this was. I guess it was like aluminum. I'm not sure. But I made this a couple of years ago. So, I want to make one that's basically the same thing, just out of sterling silver, just out of like a better metal. I don't want to, this was, I don't know what the hell it was. I'm trying to think. I guess it's aluminum. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have to assume that it was. I looked into actually buying a machine that cuts nameplates, because I love nameplates. You guys know this. I have like 100 of them. I think it's like from my childhood that I was never able to get anything with my name on it ever, because they just don't have it. They just never had my name on anything. So they have these things. It's called a fiber laser. And what it is, I've worked with laser engravers before, but this is a fiber laser. It's a different type of laser, and it cuts through metal, because there's really not many ways you could cut metal. You could have a CNC router or engraver, but it's kind of hard. There's water jets, there's what's the other thing? Plasma cutters and shit like that. But to do it on such a small scale, they created this thing called a fiber laser. And I was looking into getting the machine, right? Because I don't know. I just like nameplates. I don't know what's wrong with me. But the machines are incredibly expensive. You're talking like $28,000. So I don't really have that right now based on one machine. And then they also have, there's another machine. There are cheaper ones, but I would want to buy a good one, not one that's, cheap. They also have, what do you call it? They have these other machines. It's like an engraver, but even those are really expensive. You're talking like 20 grand. So you could also cut them out by hand, which is what I did here. I just cut it out with a saw. So by hand is cheaper, but you need practice before you waste sterling. Exactly, Laura. Well, I've had practice. I've practiced plenty sawing, so I know I could do it, obviously. But yeah, you don't want to be like sawing into fucking precious metal. Even sterling silver right now is super expensive. So that's what I was thinking of doing. Just this little sheet that I ordered of sterling silver. It's like about, I don't know, a millimeter. Hold on, I'll tell you guys exactly how thick it is. It was 3 inches by 2 inches, I believe, right? And it's only like a fucking, I think it's like 20 gauge or some shit like that. Where's my little caliper thing? There it is. I'll tell you guys exactly how big it is. This thing was $60 fucking dollars. This little piece of fucking metal. Hopefully I'll be able to cut a few out of it, but it's incredibly expensive for what it is. It's a sheet of fucking metal. So it's, what do we got here? Hold on. I gotta zero this out. Okay. 0.03. So what is that? I don't know how many millimeters that is. It's 0.03 inches. 16 gauge, 3 inch by 2 inch, fucking $60 for this little tiny ass piece of fucking sterling silver. It's really expensive. I always have expensive hobbies, man. I'm always like, why can't I just have a fucking Pugs 20 gauge is what they use, though. That's what they use for nameplates. I measured my own nameplates before I ordered it. That's how I know. I could tell, like, I have 2 different nameplates. I could tell one of them was cut on a laser and the other one might have been engraved cut or cut by hand. But you could even use a simple torch to anneal it. Yeah, exactly. I have a little torch. I just bought a new one, actually. I bought a it's a little one. It's a little hobby torch, they call it. But my husband's a welder, so I have like all sorts of fucking torches around here. I taught myself leather. Really, Laura Lee? You know how to you work with metal? Interesting. I was supposed to take classes, but I wasn't. I missed them because my husband switched to nights, so I couldn't take them. And then the place credited me, and then the COVID happened, so I haven't been able to get into my classes. There's my fucking Ginsu scissors. He always takes my scissors, and I can never find them. So, sterling leather. Interesting, Laura Lee. You should hit me up one time. Yeah, I watch Go Meow Creations. He's really good teaching basics of metal Ugh, here we go. My fucking computer's bugging out again. My homie is a middleman too. There's no jewelry schools out here, so it's really hard. The closest one I could even get into was pretty far from my house. I mean, they have them in the city. I believe there's a few in the city, like in Brooklyn, but I'm not driving to the fucking city. I can't. Do you have email listed? Yeah, Laura Lee, if you go into my about section, my email's in there. It's just megamobster@gmail.com, so it's pretty easy to remember. My hubs used to work with water sprayers that can make that necklace. Exactly, Coffee Chat. That's a water jet. Yeah, we had that. It's amazing. Well, they don't use just straight up water. They use this like very fine, it's almost like sand kind of. So yeah, please, Laura Lee, hit me up, girl. I have everything I need to do it. I just can't. I wanted to take a class because I'm a very hands-on learner. I have books and stuff, but like the books, I don't know. I feel like I have to learn by actually doing things. I don't like lectures and shit. I don't know. I'm not that good with that kind of stuff, but I'm definitely more of a hands-on learner. So that's why I wanted to sign up for classes, but fucking COVID, fucking nightmare we're living in. For real, you got that artist talent, girl. Thank you, Laura Lee. Well, I went to art school for 4 years, so I mean, I should have some talent, right? It's never the same as when you're doing it yourself. We have all the cutters back in the shop for like copper work on homes. Oh, interesting, Pugs. I'm actually today I wanted to go and get myself a flex shaft so I could, like a rotary tool. I have a Dremel, but the Dremels are so bulky. I feel like for jewelry you need something like a little bit fine, thinner, with more control. I have a bench in my garage. My husband hooked it up. He gave me the corner, so where I'm always standing. You guys always see me standing there. I made only rings and set stones, nothing like that nameplate. Yeah, Laura Lee, though. Well, the whole reason I cut this one before, but the whole reason I wanted to do it is because there is a guy that I follow on here. His name's Go Meow Creations. He did a what do you call it? A video where he cut a nameplate, and I was like, oh shit, because I can't wear this one. It got like tarnished, so. And it's very thin, the metal. So, yeah, I need to, whatever. But, you could also harden it, Laura Lee, by, I have a tumbler. I have to order the stainless steel shot, but I think I could do that. Did you do visual communication at art school, No, Humpty Dumpty Broken Pieces. I actually did. My major was, so I never got my degree though, because I didn't finish, because I was like all over the place when I was in college. I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. I originally went into college it's a BFA, it's called Bachelor of Fine Arts, with a concentration in graphic design. But I kind of like halfway through, I was just like, I loved my art classes, I just never fit, I don't know, I felt like I never fit in with the art crowd. I'm not like all that, like, yeah, man, this thing has like deep meaning. It's my pain on paper. Like, I'm just not like that, but I'm artistic. But I was like, I felt like I remember looking at jobs, right, for graphic design, and like starting salary was like $20K, which is shit. And even for like an art director on Long Island, they're not making that much money. So halfway through, I was kind of like, shit, I don't know what I want to do. I thought of going into fashion design at what do you call it? FIT. And I was gonna switch my major. Well, I was just gonna go. It's still an art major, so I still would have got, I think, a BFA, Bachelor in Fine Arts. But then I was like thinking of doing interior design. Like, I don't know. I knew I wanted to do something in the creative, field, but it's hard to make money in this field. And so halfway through, I was gonna transfer to FIT in my last year, But I didn't have, for transfer students, they required people to have math credits and science credit, which I had none because I purposely went to schools that didn't require that because I suck in math and science, but more so math. I like avoid math like the plague. So I got accepted into FIT like with my portfolio, but I didn't get accepted because they needed, for transfer students, I had to have a certain amount of math and science credits that I didn't have. So they told me to go to my local community college and take those classes. And I was like, fuck this. I'm taking a year off. I need money. And I just started working. And yeah, I didn't need a degree for any of my jobs. I worked in the graphic design industry for shit. How many years? At least 20, right? So I really didn't need it. I mean, not at that time, obviously, when I was still in school, but I was able to get jobs because my skill, it's really just about your skill set. You know, a lot of places will just give you a test or whatever, or you just show them your portfolio. That's how you get hired as a graphic artist. You have a portfolio that you carry to your job interviews and show your work off. And so I never had a problem getting a job. So I was like, why am I going to go back to school? Like, it doesn't make any sense for me to go back to school, pay all this fucking money and put myself in debt when I'm already working in the industry. It just doesn't make any sense. Do you paint or draw? Yeah, Humpty Dumpty, sure. I showed Humpty Dumpty, if you go back a couple of days ago, I showed some of my, drawings from when I was a kid. I would show you my college portfolio, but my dog ate it. And I'm not even kidding. He literally fucking ate my portfolio. Fucking asshole that he is. Ugh, Snoop. He legit ate my fucking portfolio. I was so devastated when that happened. Oh my God. I've showed some of my art. I've painted some murals and shit. I believe I've showed them on here before. Where is my portfolio? I know it's in here. It's in my garage. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can't really get to it right now. Otherwise, I'd show you. I mean, he didn't chew everything up. We had left them at my mom's house. My dog, Snoop. We left them at my mom's house. Was it him or was it my mom's dogs? Hold on a second. Holy shit. I think it was Snoop. I'm pretty sure it was Snoop. I left him at my mom's house and she used to keep her dogs locked in this little room when she wasn't home because they like to piss and shit all over the place. So I put Snoop in there and I came home. They pulled my portfolio out, like from, my mom had it on like between these cabinets. They pulled it out and they fucking destroyed it. My dog destroyed my fucking portfolio, dude. It was in pieces. I was fucking beyond devastated. I think I have a picture of it somewhere, actually. I was fucking so upset. So upset. There was all my work from college. I held on to every fucking drawing I did, every whatever. Even, and I don't know all my high school stuff. All my high school artwork. He fucking destroyed it. Piece of shit. Humpty Dumpty, I'm an artist of all sorts. Well, me too, Humpty Dumpty. Me too. Definitely. I haven't, what do you call it? I haven't drawn in a really, really long time. I used to draw all the time. I had crazy enough, my best friend growing up, his name's Doug. Well, I call him Dougie Fresh, but I don't even call him Doug. I call him Fresh. I just felt so weird saying that because I haven't called him Doug since we were in like second grade, but his name is Fresh. I call him Fresh. And we've been friends since we were in second grade. And he was very artistic too. So it was kind of cool because we grew up together. Both of us could draw. And we used to just sit there sometimes, like when we were in high school, and we just like smoke a blunt and fucking sit in his basement and like just sit there. We wouldn't even talk. We would just both sit there and draw for like hours on end, and it was like fun. But it's been a long time. That's probably it's been a while for sure since I've like really sat down and did like a nice still life or some shit. I did buy stuff to draw. I was like, I'm going to start drawing again. This is like after my mom passed away, and I was looking for things to like keep my mind occupied. I was like, I went out, I got a sketchbook. I like charcoals. I don't know. I really like working with charcoals. So I bought those and fucking I never used them. I don't even know where they are now. But it's definitely something I've always enjoyed doing. I think the last thing I really did was a picture of my friend who passed away. I wonder if I have that. Let me see if I can find a screenshot of that. I'll show you guys. I think I have it on somewhere. That's really the last thing that I really like drew. Let me see if I have a copy of it. I think I do. I miss drawing though. It's just like I don't have like the time, you know. It's time consuming. And I don't really have the space either. I don't really have anywhere. I would love like a nice art studio. The one thing I've never done in art that I really, 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 really want to do is pottery. I've never fucking done pottery. Never taken a pottery class. And I really want to take one so bad. I don't know. That shit looks fun. It's really messy though, but it looks fun too. So. They had a course in college that was 3D art. That was a cool class. I made some cool shit in that class. I wish I had pictures of the stuff I made. You know, back that time, we didn't carry cameras around the way we do now. So a lot of my shit that I made, it was like, you know, it got either lost or destroyed or whatever. So I don't have it. I don't have pictures of it, which sucks because that was one of my favorite classes. To go take a walk every day now. All right, I'm on 11% battery and my computer's acting up with this fucking muting myself microphone shit. So I think I'm gonna end this. But what do you call it? I hope you guys all have a lovely afternoon. Steven, I can't either. I need to get out of the house. Laura Lee, hit me up, girl. I'd like to talk some jewelry making with you. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it. I just hope everybody has a good Thursday afternoon. I'll see you guys at some point in time. It was fun talking about art, right, Tony? I love art shit. I'll show you guys my portfolio, what's left of it one day. I have to get it. My husband has to get it. Ooh, Val, you're going camping? Nice. Nice. I'm going back to TikTok. Yeah, while you still can, right, Coffee Chat? I heard they were like trying to do away with it. But anyway, yeah, I hope everybody has a good day. Enjoy your day. Summer's coming to an end. No, but you might inspire me. Seriously, Laura Lee, I need some inspiration too. But anyway, all right, I'm out. I'll see you guys next time. I think I'm going to go take a ride to IKEA, actually. So I will see you guys next time. Peace out.